The survey we're here to talk about today focuses exclusively on the refugee population. We want to avoid making direct comparisons because these surveys were conducted almost a decade apart. These surveys focus on two very different samples of people and so on and so forth. And so we want to avoid making those direct comparisons. What we can say is that we're seeing similar patterns. Violence against children is high among the general population. We've established now that it is also high, unacceptably high among the refugee population. And whether children belong to the host community or to the refugee community, the important thing is to begin to establish strong interventions that can help prevent and respond.
This is the first ever humanitarian violence against children and youth survey, the first ever, and it was done here in Uganda. And so we're taking the learnings from the work that we have delivered here, and it's helping us progress our work in Ethiopia. And we do have some of our Ethiopian colleagues in the room with us today, so thank you for being here. So mine is to encourage all our partners to join us in using this evidence to shape our programs, to shape our action plans.
We can use these data sets to dig further and conduct those other small studies that are not as expensive as the second VACS. They'll be very helpful in terms of supporting us to implement interventions that work for the betterment and the well-being of Uganda's children. I want to further encourage the implementation of the INSPIRE. That INSPIRE model, if we can put concentration on it, at least 4 models, 4 strategies, at least in every area. I stands for implementation of laws and policies. N is about norms and values. S is about safe environments. P is about parenting. I is income and economic strengthening. R is response. And the last one is education and life skills. If we can have 4, at least in every district of those models, at least that is counted as a comprehensive package of services.
We are honored to have such a partner whose research is going to help us design strategies to protect our children and youth from predators. The purpose of the report and this dissemination is to inform stakeholders and galvanize collective efforts to prevent and or respond to the scourge of violence against children and youth in refugee settlements.
The intervention is not only picking parasocial workers that know one language, but we're ensuring that we also get others that are able to understand or easily work through interpreters for the other languages of the refugees that we have in this country. We were very targeted that we wanted to have a school that has the majority from South Sudan, so that we're able to see how the intervention works there, but as well as refugees from other neighboring countries, because there's some really dominancy depending on which country, how these children attend school. So we are aware of the need for language specific really psychosocial support and screening, and the fact that the parasocial workers come from within the community, so the ease of understanding or working through some mild form of interpretation is going on, but the goal is to ensure that all the parasocial workers we are working with understand the language of the refugees that we are serving. And not only have we done that, we have also supported the government policy to ensure that the people we are working with come from that community, as well as the refugee hosting communities, as well as the refugees, both in conducting the surveys and testing these interventions. So we believe the issue of language is crucial, one, for giving confidence in the service that the children need, but as well as aligning with the government really policy of involvement of the refugee and the refugee hosting communities in interventions and services that help them.